Hi, it's Mayor David Stahl for the grand opening of House of Cupcakes at Summerhill Square Plaza. I'm pleased to be joined with Steve, Ruth, and Ron of the House of Cupcakes. Great to be up here for this exciting day of grand opening. I know the House of Cupcakes was on the Food Shopping Network, so let's talk first about that great experience.
Yeah, it was awesome. A couple of years, about a year or two, about 2 years after we were open? Probably about 2 years after we were open, we got a call from Cupcake Wars. And they sent us an email. We just ignored it because we never heard of them before, to tell you the truth. And then they called us and they asked if we got the email. We said, yeah, we did. We didn't know what it was, so we sent it. We did an audition tape. As push comes to shove, we did an audition tape like 11 o'clock at night. Sent it in. About 3 days later, they called us, and they said we're on the show. Next thing we know, we're on a plane to California. We won the show, and then everything broke loose after that. It's like everybody kind of found out what we're all about, what we do, and where we were, most importantly.
Well, obviously the cupcakes are delicious, so let's talk about the product here.
Well, the product happens to be recipes that I got from my family, and I worked for 6 months to perfect them, and then I found a place in Princeton the next day after I finished my last cupcake recipe, and I opened there in 2008, and ever since then it's just like a madhouse. It exploded.
Why don't you talk about some of the different varieties that you offer, because I can see them and there's quite many of them.
Well, part of our concept is 37 different flavors. We have gluten-free, we have sugar-free, and we're always trying to do specialty cupcakes for people that have certain dietary restrictions. Vegan will be coming out shortly, and the rest of our cupcakes are just the cupcakes that are just cupcakes for everybody.
That's fantastic. Now, Steve, why did you decide to move into East Brunswick?
Well, East Brunswick has always been a very special market for us. I was a founder for a company called Party City. My third store out of the 400 that we opened was in East Brunswick. And East Brunswick always did great at the top of the list for us of the 400 stores around the country. We really were looking for a location that was dynamic. The shopping center that we're in is unbelievable. It's a very special shopping center between the Toys R Us's and our co-tenancy. It's really strong. It's a great shopping area. It pulls from many different markets. It's just not East Brunswick. It's everything from North Brunswick to South Brunswick to further down south. So it was really just ideal. And I think the other thing is that we are going to be franchising this concept. One of the reasons why I got involved with Ron and Ruthie was for the last 14 years. I've been looking for a concept that was franchisable, because that's basically how I started Party City. It was very difficult to find something that I thought would really work until I heard that Ron and Ruthie opened up this store, and I lost contact with Ron and Ruthie. Ron and Ruthie were franchisees of mine at Party City, and I lost touch maybe for about 10, 12 years. I found out that they were in Princeton. I went down to take a look at the store, and I said, oh my gosh, this is it. And so we are basically, we looked for a location. We actually opened up 3 locations, one in New York City, one in the Bronx, and the third one being East Brunswick. The East Brunswick was the most important location for us. East Brunswick has been incredibly good to me personally, and the reality is we opened up here last Saturday. There were 100 people standing in line outside the door before we opened it up. We had lines out the store for the first 4 hours we were open, and at the end of the day, we were feeling really good that we're there.
Well, look, I've always been preaching as mayor that East Brunswick is an incredible economic market for stores and for retail. I think you're right, particularly with respect to Summerhill Square. You've got a great mix of stores here in terms of retail, the food establishments, and then the complimentary type, dessert type stores that are here. So I think you're going to do fantastic here. What are the hours that you're going to be open?
We're open from 10 to 9:30 every day.
And is there a website?
It'll be houseofcupcakes.com.
And on the website, some of the things we'll have are our specialty cupcakes that we do. And we do a lot of different things that other cupcake shops don't do, like we do corporate logos, we do pull-apart cakes. Anything that they want on the particular cupcake can be a graduation theme, a wedding theme.
You want the mayor's face on
right,
the cupcake?
the mayor's
You can do that
face,
too.
anything like that. So that's something that people should come down and take a look at, because it's something that you don't really see in a lot of places, and that we can customize to any occasion.
Even if they have some kind of crazy idea, we'll do. Probably one of the most interesting. We did a zombie theme for a wedding. They wanted a bloody brain on the cupcake because they were real into zombies, and it was fun.
What would be a number for people to contact you here at this location?
732-955-6026.